Welcome back to Cube League Season 5. Here are our current standings. We're getting ready to get into the championship week, and right now we've got in first place Lookmaw All Lands with 22 points. And in second place, we've got Legendary Creatures with 18 points. Third place, we've got Tooth and Nail with 11 points. Fourth place, the Meeseeks with 10 points.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Championship Week brings. Legendary Creatures versus Lookmaw All Lands for the grand prize this week.
Yeah. So here's our matchups. This is the finals week. So we've got Lookmaw All Lands in first place versus Legendary Creatures in second. This is going to be an epic battle.
And like I said, the grand prize is on the line. The Legendary Creatures, I believe with a 3-1 or 4-0, they would win this week.
Yeah, I think so. Being 18 to 22, if they go 3-2, they will lose.
They have to go 3-1 or 4-0.
Yep, they have to go 3-1 or 4-0. If they get 4-0'd, if Lookmaw All Lands goes 4-0, and Tooth and Nail goes 4-0,
they jump to second.
There will be a battle for second place. Second place becomes...
We'll have a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Nice.
So here's the lower bracket matchups. We've got Tooth and Nail in third place versus the Meeseeks. This is going to be a pretty epic battle, too.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch this. Of course, I'm a little biased this week on the cube they're playing.
Yep.
Well,
it's your cube.
It is my cube.
It's the ass-kicking cube.
It'll kick you hard. And that was the design of the cube. I want to see in particular how these people do with a cube that can be a lot more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Dirtling around till turn 3 will get you dead in this cube.
It will.
So I'm interested to see how then. Here's the table as we talk about that right now.
Yep. So here's our drafting table. In seat 1, we've got Yowza for the Legendary Creatures. Seat 2, we've got G-Dog Buzz for Lookmaw All Lands. Seat 3, we've got the Beatdown for Tooth and Nail. In seat 4, we've got Commander D for the Meeseeks.
And seat 5, we got Heartbreaker with Legendary Creatures. Our whatever you want to call him this week, Lookmaw All Lands at Sir Brew Lot, our drafter. And then seat 7, we got Mr. Control from Tooth and Nail. And seat 8, we got Out of Focus with the Meeseeks.
Yeah, I believe Sir Brew Lot is the featured.
I couldn't think of the word. I never make mistakes, so this is a rarity.
Sometimes it's all right, and we can do that. So I think having this grouping here like this presents some kind of a hassle or some sort of a hassle. There's going to be a struggle in cards.
I'm looking at this.
Drafted.
I'm looking at this table now. So, Yowza, he will jump into an aggro deck. The rest of the table is very much a mid-range. So
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Absolutely. So, here we go. We've got Sir Brew Lot on camera, and I am Persiferous.
I'm J-Wall.
And let's get into this pack 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so this pack has a lot of spicy things.
It sure does.
Huge fan of Bitter Blossom.
Yeah.
I don't knowing
Teferi's pretty good.
Sir Brew Lot's probably going to take a blue card.
I think he's already signaling that he's taking that.
He's taking a
Champion
blue
of
card.
Wits.
Yep.
He likes the Champion of Wits, being able to draw 2, discard 2, and then draw 4, discard none, or discard 2 later on.
Right. I mean that card it fits in so many strategies within this cube. It's a good card. It can help with reanimator strategies.
Yes.
Or it can just be a blue creature that you play.
Yeah, it's
Draw
a good card.
2.
Good card all the way around.
Yeah.
It's got recursion.
Recursion. It has everything you want in a card.
Yeah. Everything you want in a blue card.
So I'm in that pack. Yeah, I was either thinking for him Champion of Wits or maybe Teferi, 4-mana Teferi.
Yeah, I looked at that one too and thought the same. Maybe he might see if the Teferi might wheel, or maybe he'll see if perhaps that Teferi just gets gobbled up. He obviously thinks that the Champion of Wits is the best card in the pack.
Yeah.
Which I agree with.
I agree with that
on certain levels.
Bitter Blossom for me.
Yeah.
Oh wow, those first 2 are big old boys.
Yeah.
There's a Sylvan Library.
A Damnation. Yeah, he's reading that Sylvan Library awful hard. That Sylvan Library's got a that's the old Legends.
Yes.
So the text on it is a little hard to understand if you've never played with it. So basically, you're going to draw the top, or
you can look at the top 3.
Yeah,
And then if you want to draw more than one card, you pay 4 life for each card you draw beyond that. And yeah, Sylvan Library. Now, interesting to note, Tinker is in the cube.
Yeah.
So you see a Blightsteel, you need to be on the lookout for that. So, but Sylvan Library, that is the best card in that pack.
I think so too. I think having the Sylvan Library to be able to filter through, especially if you can land it early.
Oh yeah, you can land it on turn 2. It's so good.
It sure is.
So it'll win you the game.
Sure is.
So
I run 1 copy in my Teamer Delver deck.
Oh, nice. Yeah, manipulate. No.
Let's see.
Oh, Seaboard Muse.
Yeah, there we go. Some Hostage Taker, Brawl, the Windswept Heath.
I mean, there's a lot of goodies.
Seaborn just says a lot of things, but he's going right for the Hostage Taker.
Okay,
jumping out of the gate in 3 colors.
That's the most Sir Brew Lot thing ever. And his next pick is going to be a red or a white card.
It just might be.
Knowing him,
this is a Chaos Drafter's dream.
Yes. Oh, I love Jade Light Ranger.
There's a red card. There's a red card. I'm kidding. So he's got the Jade Light Ranger right out front, but he's also got a Ponder and a Bone Crusher Giant. There's so much going on. Hushwing Griff.
So it depends on where you want to go. Like, I love a card like Pilgrim's Eye that helps you fix, but Jade Light Ranger, that card will help you fix as well. That's a good card.
It is a good card. And I wonder if he sends a weird signal there to Mr. Control. I'm sure sitting next to Sir Brew Lot is pretty hard considering.
I've learned sitting to his left, I don't use my normal draft strategy of reading the pack and be like, oh, he's not in this lane. He probably is.
Yeah, he probably is. He's got a lot of good-looking cards here, too. And he's going to go with the duplicate.
Okay.
He does like to make copies of things.
Loves to make copies of things.
Especially big things.
Big things. I mean, you've already seen a Crater Hoof and a Blightsteel.
Right?
So.
Yeah, I think seeing those go by, the duplicate does make a...
Yeah. I mean, exiling anything on your opponent's battlefield, and then your duplicate becoming equal to its power and toughness.
Yeah.
It's a removal spell that gets this power and toughness.
Yep.
It's just a good card.
It's a great way to get rid of Blightsteel.
Yes, it is. Beast Within.
Beast Within's fantastic.
Yes,
removal.
it is. Inquisitions. Polluted Delta. I'd probably go with the
miscalculation
Polluted Delta.
too.
Of course, I value the fixing.
Yeah.
But he's going to go with the miscalculation.
Yeah, that's a good counterspell.
Yeah. Real good counterspell.
I'm surprised that he... Well, no, I'm not. Because like a couple of weeks ago, he played a deck full of counterspells.
Yes.
I think he had all the counterspells except for 1 or 2 that were in the cube.
Yeah. And that Sir Brew Lot, he likes to draft these mid-range decks with a few counterspells, along with removal. So that makes sense for him to take miscalculation. I love Bloodchief's Thirst.
Bloodchief's Thirst is a very good card.
Very good.
Force Spike. Daze.
Yeah.
I think looking at what he's drafted so far, trying to go between the Daze and the Force Spike is where I would be.
Yeah,
but
one
it
of
looks
those
like he's
two.
going to go with the Daze. He's going to look back at it.
And hopefully it wheels. But he's got to be thinking with Mr. Control sitting to his left, you've sent him a Teferi, he's probably in blue.
Yeah, he probably is in blue.
So.
Both of those teams, Sir Brew Lot's team and Mr. Control's team, are at the top of their bracket. So
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how things go.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, Force Spike might wheel, but I'd be surprised if it does. Cyclonic Rift.
Mm-hmm. Cyclonic Rift right there. Yep, that's what he's going to take.
We didn't really get to see the pack because he was like,
we did not. He just said Cyc Rift is the best card there.
It is. Cyclonic Rift is just a game ender.
It is.
I mean, Commander players hate it, and that's a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
And Commander players hate it.
It's very true. It's very true. It's a card that I value highly in Commander.
So right now, he's still Simic.
Yes.
With that light splash for black.
Possibly.
Knowing him, though, he's going to end up probably Sultai. He'll find some black cards later on that he really likes.
Yeah.
And he's going to take them.
Yeah. I think Some of the cards that he's taken so far, I understand him taking them and hoping that the fixing wheels, but I don't think the fixing's going to wheel in this group tonight.
No.
This is for the championship. This is for the top dog.
Yes. Yeah.
And you pass that fixing, and it probably isn't coming back.
It shouldn't, because I view any kind of fixing or lands are the most busted thing in Magic. You need your lands to cast your spells.
Yes.
Without lands, you can't play Magic.
Right. It's very true.
Anytime I get any kind of fixing, I'm like, I will take this fixing.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I hit all my land drops. I want to thin out my deck. Even if it's just get 2 or 3 basics out. You're thinning the deck. Now I'm going to draw gas the rest of the game. And that's what you want to do.
Earlier in the day, we did a cube. We did the kitten cube. So right now we've got a Coiling Oracle, a Spark Hunter Masticore's decent card.
Decent card. There's a lot. There's a decent amount of planeswalkers.
Soulport Cutthroat.
I'd take the Coiling Oracle. You're already in those colors.
Yeah, I think I would too. Spark Hunter fits right in there too.
It's a colorless.
You've seen at least one planeswalker.
Yes,
go
you
by.
have. And this cube plays all the busted planeswalkers. So
I mean, why not?
Yeah. I think if he takes this, I would either one of these two. I'd be okay with.
Yeah, I think I'd be all right
Yep.
with it too.
That's fine.
So
that's a fine pick.
Yeah. But earlier today we played the kitten cube, and I drafted a mono red splash white deck that was mono red aggro and land destruction.
That's yes.
It's beautiful.
That is a beautiful thing.
We got a Padim. We've got a Seasoned Hallowblade. I saw Delver. Got a Boros Signet.
Padim, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's got 2 artifacts already.
Got 2 artifacts right now. Wow, looks like a Windswept Heath came back to him. I think, but he's looking at that Atarka.
He is looking at yeah.
And that's a scrub land. He's going to go back and look and see what he's got going on.
The Scrubland currently doesn't do anything. The Heath can get stuff later. The Heath can get a forest, or if he gets any kind of... I'd probably get
He's kind of in the tank here a little bit, isn't he?
I'm looking at the Windswept. It's either you're cutting a Tarka. I mean, well, to be fair, though, he's not in Sultai.
Yeah.
I mean...
He's not. Did he just take a red card? He did. He took Pia and shoved it right down to the bottom.
The bottom, okay.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And he's looking at a Chain Whirler, a Lovestruck Beast, and a Bone Crusher Giant.
So with Pia and Bone Crusher Giant, Bone Crusher Giant wheeling,
yeah,
I'd be interested in possibly going Teamer.
I would certainly be interested in going Teamer at this point.
Now you got there's
an Ancient Grudge and a Dreadbore.
Wow. Oh, that's the most Sir Brew Lot thing ever.
That sure was. Don't try to get into his mind, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't understand it. I can't.
He's going to take the Soul Warden. Okay.
Okay.
So there's the Soul Warden. And I think...
So he's 5 colors?
I think so.
Yeah, he's 5 colors. Yep,
Toolcraft. Toolcraft exemplar.
Yep, he's going to be 5 colors now, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. That must have been in that pack that we didn't get to see.
Right.
So I think so far my top picks is going to be Jade Light Ranger, Champion of Wits, Daze, and Psych Rift.
Yeah, I would go Sylvan Library, Champion, and Psych Rift. That's my 3 top picks.
I think the Sylvan for me is still up there. But I think if I'm going top 4, I think I'm going Champion, Jade Light Ranger, Daze, Psych Rift.
Yeah.
I think those are the cards that we could definitely see him play.
Absolutely.
So here we are in Pack 2. We got to see his Pack 1 was pretty much almost all Simic.
Yes.
Had a couple of other notable cards in there that he could splash for, but now he's going to open this up. He's looking at a lot of good things.
Okay.
Mom, Simic Signet, Gisela Mindslaver, Liliana, and he's also, what was the other card that was in there that I saw?
I'm looking at Mom.
Oh, it was Aetherize.
Aetherize. Okay, so this is tough because like the Simic Signet.
Say that 3 times fast.
You can't. Yeah, that's yeah. Now I'm looking to see what wheels out of that pack
Yeah.
because there's some powerful cards in that pack.
There's some really powerful cards in that pack.
Kagla. Yep.
Solemn Simulacrum right there.
Oh, whoa! That wasn't a Ketra.
It wasn't a Ketra. I wonder if he's wondering if it would wheel or not.
If that wheels, we need to have a talk
Looking
with this
at a
table.
doubling season, a Shark Typhoon. I think for me, I think it would be the Oketra.
The Oketra is the most powerful card in the pack. If you've never played with that card in Limited, it is a house.
And he's got enough cards to maybe
Well, it's early in pack
change
2.
gears.
He can change gears and start going more creature based. Maybe he moves into a Bant creature based strategy.
He's going
yeah,
with the Oketra.
100%.
Oh, what happened here?
What happened? I think he was excited about Oketra.
He must have been really excited about Oketra.
He's like, okay, that's a pivot.
He knocked the camera straight down.
There we go. Thank you.
He's going to sit the camera up and
Defense of the
Defense
Heart.
of the Heart. Counterspell, Dream Trawler.
Okay, so ECD, Brazen Borrower. Wow, this pack is...
This is another stacked pack. He's got a lot going on here. There's a lot to choose from.
Counterspell.
I think for me, to be honest, like this is going to be out there in left field. I think, but I think Defense of the Heart.
I don't think that's out in left field. There are so many good choices in that pack.
Yeah.
I don't fault the Dream Trawler pick.
I don't
following
either.
the God Eternal Oketra.
Yeah.
That Defense of the Heart, that card's busted.
The card is busted, and he's got a couple of green cards, and that
Yes.
was the only green card in the pack. Is certainly one of the strongest cards in the pack. I think Dream Trawler is good. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, and I think it fits his theme. But I think
I don't even think he needs a green creature, if I'm not mistaken, for defense. I think it's a sack. Go get 2 creatures.
yeah, it's sack it, go get 2 creatures. If they have 3 or more creatures during your upkeep,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
it either keeps them from playing creatures, or you play it after they've played their 3rd creature, and you say,
Yeah.
here we go.
here we go.
It's time to go.
And you put some big bombs. I mean, like you said, you already saw Blightsteel.
You have got Eternal Oketra
Ketra.
that you're about to turn on.
Yeah.
Actually, no, she doesn't need to be turned on.
No, she's just
She's always a creature.
always a creature. And she never dies or goes to exile.
Yeah. Right, because she just goes right back to your
You have-
library.
you can't-
3rd card down.
3rd card down. It's coming. She's coming right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he is now officially pivoted to Bant.
I think so.
He has Soul Warden.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he definitely pivots into a creature-based Bant deck. Some good red cards in this pack, though.
Yeah.
Luteral Core, that's not bad. Harmonize, okay.
Hissing Quagmire,
Fumigate,
Croxa, Doomblade, Approach.
He's going to take the approach.
I agree with this.
Yeah,
It's going to give him a challenge,
yeah.
and in this setting, he wants that challenge.
CLS. Scepter.
Yeah.
What does he have? He saw Scepter.
Did I just see Gaia's Cradle?
You
too?
saw Guy's Cradle as well. Yeah.
Why is Gaia's Cradle still in there?
I don't know.
This is the 5th card coming out of the pack.
Have these people not played with Guy's Cradle?
Probably not. Icecrown Scepter is going to be the pick.
So for me, I'm taking Cradle.
Yeah, I think I would take Cradle too.
Because you've taken Oketra.
Yeah.
Isochron Scepter's not going to do you anything. If
You
you're
have you have Approach of the Second Sun
right.
that you can now cast really early.
The
if
Palace Jailer. I put that card right now. Of course,
Yeah.
I think that card's good, and it gives you the Monarch.
Yeah, Palace Jailer is
Kiora?
really good. Kiora does some work in this
That
deck.
does some work.
In this deck, it does a lot
Yeah,
of work.
I mean, that's actually not a bad. I didn't see that. Yeah. Either one of those picks I would have been fine with.
Yeah, I think so too. Another pack with a bunch of red cards.
Isomaro, Scroll Rack. Why-
Scroll Rack,
Reflector Mage.
Mage.
I'm taking Scroll Rack just because that card is busted.
Yeah, I think that's.
But he values the creatures.
Yeah. I think I would take Scroll Rack too.
I'm on Scroll Rack.
Maybe he's not super familiar with Scroll Rack and playing with it.
That card is insane.
It's an older card. It's
Yeah.
hard to play with
Yeah.
if you don't know how to play
Yes.
with it. Maybe he does, and maybe he's just going to value the Reflector Mage higher.
But then again, why would you take Isochron Scepter? That's my argument.
He's got a daze.
He has a daze, but I'm not. If as soon as I get God Eternal Ketra, I pivot.
Yeah, same here.
So is that a Managorgia Hydra?
It is.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that I think.
I think you either take the man. Yeah, you take
one of
the
those two.
You take the Managorger.
But I'm taking Managorger with the God Eternal Ketra. I want as many creatures as possible.
Yep.
And if I can get creatures that have ETBs or effects like that, I'm taking them.
Yeah, because that triggers whenever either player.
And it has trample.
It sure does.
So.
And it will get big really quick. He's looking back. He's going, did I get that doubling season? No, you didn't. No, you didn't get the doubling season.
That would have been nice. Yeah, I think the Hydra.
I can understand being in the tank here. Both of these cards are powerful in their own way. The Managorger Hydra it's something that if it's played, you have to deal with it.
Yeah, I would have taken the Hydra.
I think so too. I think he's looking at cards that he could draw with. Maybe.
Maybe, but I mean, I mean, maybe he's right now with the Isochron Scepter. I think he's trying to be pulled in two directions right now.
I think so too. I think that Isochron Scepter is kind of weighing on him a little bit, and I do agree with going with a more creature-heavy deck.
Yeah.
Even running like 17, 18 creatures.
Absolutely.
Still keeping the Approach of the Second Sun in there because it's a finisher.
It's another win con.
Or it's a,
right.
it's another win con. So Anointed Procession, Aetherize is still in there.
Okay.
So this was his original pack.
Yeah.
Somebody took the big green card, the doubling season.
Yeah.
So he's going to go with the Aetherize here. Not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick.
Aetherize cleans up the battlefield.
Kogla. See, this is.
No, there's the doubling.
There's
season.
the doubling season.
I think you put it down.
Yeah.
I mean, the Kogla is good.
Yeah.
It's going to be harder for him to cast unless that Cradle comes around. But I'm pretty sure the guy across from him, the Beatdown, I'm pretty sure he's already snatched that if nobody else did.
And so you have the Beatdown and Heartbreaker. They're both.
Beatdown, Heartbreaker, and Commander D right there in that corner.
Yeah.
I mean, those.
It's not making it through those three.
It probably didn't.
No. Those, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Heartbreaker is a through and through Selesnya style player.
He is. He loves some green cards.
He does.
And I like green too. I know we're all a little sick of green in the current environment of Magic, but.
Well, those of you that have played with green in the current Magic might be sick of it, but.
Right.
I haven't been playing green until I started playing this Gruul deck recently. Right. There's some hard choices here, but I think you make a cut.
Yeah.
I think
Bedevil,
any of these
Phyrexian
cards
Arena.
are good to cut.
Yeah.
I don't think you try to jam it.
Please don't try to jam that. You should be banned 100%. And I still I'm just looking at God Eternal Ketra, and
Wow.
Wow, is right.
Croxa and Flame Tongue come right back to you. You got a card to get giggity with it. So I think Hissing Quagmire is a man land, can be a removal spell.
Yeah.
Because it's got Death Touch.
Yeah, I don't mind if he's cutting it. Then yeah. My concern is I know Sir Brew Lot.
Yeah, he just looked at that card and said, "This is a way that I can cast a card with a black pip on it."
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
He didn't say, "This is land I'm cutting." He
Yes.
said, "This is a land I can cast something with a black pip."
With a black pip. That's exactly what he thought. So, I'm still worried about enough creatures for God Eternal Oketra.
Yeah, I am too. I am too.
That's one card that it sends me in a direction. Hard.
Yeah. So we've got a Nylea, God of the Hunt, a Wandering Fumarole,
And And a metal
and a
worker.
metal worker. I think you go with the metal worker. I don't think you try to go with Nylea. You don't have enough green to
You don't have
turn
enough.
her on.
Yeah. Either that or he takes Wandering Fumarole as a way to cast a red pipped card.
It's very true. He just might do that. I mean, 5 colors is the dream.
Yes. But yeah, metal worker.
There's metal worker. You know, you start adding wastes in here, and he's gonna.
No.
I know you're not. So we've got a Dryad Militant and a Fevered Visions. Both of those cards are great, and the Fevered Visions. I think I take the Fevered Visions.
I think so too.
I don't want to lose to. He passed it. He took the Dryad Militant.
Fever Visions.
Here's the last card.
That's
Maru came back.
Wow.
So I think my picks are the Oketra Approach, and I think the Kiora. I think those are my picks.
Yeah, I would go with Oketra. I like Kiora, but I like Reflector Mage and Dream Trawler.
Yeah.
For me, if I'm playing the God Eternal Oketra deck, I want cards like Reflector Mage.
Mm-hmm.
Creatures that have ETBs that can act as pseudo removal spells, but still count toward the creature if I cast it after my Oketra's out.
Yeah. Well, I like the Kiora because it helps me cast that Dream Trawler a turn
earlier. Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Same with God Eternal.
Yeah.
Or no, God Eternal Oketra costs 4, right?
5.
Oh, should cost 5?
Yes. 3
so,
and
yeah.
2 white.
Yep,
Cast
that's
it on,
right.
yes.
I was thinking the older one.
Yeah.
Original Oketra.
Yeah. No, God Eternal Oketra is 3 and 2 white. So yeah, you're right. Cast that on turn 4.
All right, let's see what he gets in pack 3. All right, so here's pack 3. We've seen him draft into what would be a pretty good Bant deck.
Yes.
Right now he's looking at some pretty interesting cards here. He's got, is that Opposition?
Wow. See,
Tangle Wire?
Tangle Wire in opposition. So.
Mystic Snake. Mystic Snake's a good card.
I think he's instantly regretting some of his choices
I
because
think so, too.
opposition and God Eternal Oketra play in the same deck.
Yep, and I think he's thinking that same thing, and he just took Opposition. So
Because it's.
it was the best card in the pack by far.
See now all these counter spells and all these draw spells don't look as good.
No,
In my opinion, they don't. Like when you have opposition in Oketra,
yeah,
you don't need those spells.
no,
You just need creatures.
yep,
Get every creature you can find, play them. Opposition and Oketra will win you the game. Now,
Yep.
you can still play Approach. If he did, I would be like, okay.
You know, it's really good with Opposition. Vigilance.
Vigilance, yeah, real good. Real good. And we saw like the deranged. Granted, this is pack 3. Like we already saw a deranged hermit.
Yeah,
Squirrel Lot for those of you who play, old school Magic.
we got us another camera bump. He's getting real happy about that Opposition.
I mean, I would be too. Like, I'm just looking at this going, I wish I had this opportunity to see these cards.
yeah. Usually I don't get this opportunity.
No.
Usually,
Catcher and opposition? Oh,
yeah.
good night. I'd be like, y'all are about to get beat.
Yeah,
Hard.
I think so. I think so. Especially if the opponent doesn't understand what's about to happen.
Right.
So an Abrupt
All right.
Decay, Taiga,
Rampant Growth.
Disenchant, Reanimate, Grim Lavamancer, Skull Clamp, Balance,
Holy.
Celendy Vision.
So, you have Balance, Opposition, and Oketra?
Yep.
Like, I would play 2 spells. Or
I would-
3.
I would
probably
play 3.
3. There's 3 spells I'd play.
I'd play Approach. He's looking at
Yeah.
Isochron Scepter with Balance.
No, get Isochron Scepter out of your mind.
Yeah.
You're not that deck. Whirler Rogue, perfect. Opposition,
Yep.
and see now, Whirler Rogue. It creates 3 bodies.
Yep.
Paradise Druid, get that out of here. I don't.
He's going to go with the Paradise Druid.
I don't agree with that pick.
I don't agree with it either, but he wants that fast mana.
Whirler Rogue. Yeah, you could. I mean, Rampant Growth might wheel.
Rampant Growth might wheel.
I mean,
Whirler Rogue? I don't think Whirler Rogue wheels.
no, that card.
It creates 3 bodies.
3 bodies.
For 5?
That's
2 blue and 3 colorless?
what you want.
2 of them are flyers, right? Or no, all of them are flyers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely taking Trop.
Yeah, take the Trop.
Don't you nope.
You're not that deck.
You're not that deck.
Okay.
You are not that deck.
Fact or fiction? There it is. That's the pick.
I would have taken Tropical Island in that one.
I think I would have taken it too. That's the mana fixing that I need. I think he's
torn between 2 decks right now.
I think he's definitely torn between 2 decks. He wants to be that control deck, but he also wants to be the creature deck.
But you've been handed a Ketra and opposition.
Yeah,
Both
and
those
balance.
cards. Both those cards scream, play as many creatures as
Balance
possible.
was passed to him.
Yes. That, at this point, if it says instant or sorcery, I'm probably shipping it.
I probably am too. I'm looking for creatures that fit in my color scheme.
Yep. All right, Hammer. No, Temple Garden.
Yeah, Temple Garden's great.
See, now you would have Tropical Island and a Temple Garden.
Yeah, don't go with the Rune Crab. Don't do it.
I'd get the mana fixing.
I'd go for the mana fixing, straight for the mana fixing. Hell, I might even go for the Detection Tower.
Right.
He's going to go with the Rune Crab. What deck are you trying to be?
Well, I need to, like, you're fixing too, like 3 colors, and you've passed a Tropical Island and a Temple Garden.
Yeah, you've just told Mr. Control that I'm not in these colors anymore.
Yeah. Blade Splicer. I mean, I can understand a Maria's call, but I see Blade Splicer, 2 creatures
Yeah.
for opposition.
I think Verder's Gearhawk,
Is another fine one.
maybe Sky Sovereign,
I'm slamming Blade Splicer.
but I think Blade Splicer.
Opposition is one of those cards. When you build your deck around it, it is extremely difficult to beat.
Yeah, I don't know that he's building his deck around it.
He's
anymore.
not, and I don't understand, I don't agree with that. Edge of Autumn. I mean, it's
Yeah, Edge of Autumn's a good card.
heck. Wall of Blossoms for the deck he's building.
Yeah.
Play a no 4 out, draw a card, block everything.
Right.
You know.
Block everything and then tap it.
Yeah, I mean,
Edge of Autumn is the pick.
I think Sir, he might be missing out on.
He's looking at a Chainer's Edict. Was he just thinking like I could cast this
with his Black Pip
with that
and Paradise.
and with the Paradise Druid and the land, the Hissing Quagmire? I think he's looking back through this and going, what's going on here?
Yeah, where am I at? Because I'm.
His partner might ask him where he's at too
Right.
when they get to deck building. His partner might look at him and say, we're trying to win this, right?
Like, I'd be like, you took an opposition and an Oketra.
Yeah.
What are these spells doing in your draft?
What are these spells doing in your control deck?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe trying to see if he can control the battlefield a little bit and play a bunch of creatures. I really don't know.
Once upon a time.
That's a spell that I would actually
See,
take.
now I said I would pass every Soul's Attendant, though.
Well, yeah, I think I'd take the Soul's Attendant.
I mean, I wouldn't fault him if he took Once Upon a Time. There's very few instants and sorceries I'd take, but that'd be one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, leaving us speechless here. I will say that, Sir Brew Lot, you're leaving us speechless. This is going to be interesting to watch.
I want to see what his final deck looks like.
Yeah, well, we'll get a chance to see it here in a little bit.
Because I'm just looking at 3 busted Magic cards that you had the chance to build your deck around. 2 in particular, Opposition and a Ketra, and I'm throwing Balance in there because that card is disgusting.
Yeah, balance really is disgusting. And
Like, yeah, you stopped at opposition. That
Yeah,
card
you-
is one of the
you
best cards in the
obviously-
cube.
yeah, you obviously know that it's a good card.
Yeah. You have to have a good amount of creatures though to make that card good. See, in this one I'd probably take Heart of Kieran or cut something. Nothing in this pack if I was drafting would interest me.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that interests me is the Yeva
Yeah.
to run with opposition.
Yeah. You could flash in your green
you're
creatures.
You're gonna attack me? Hold
Yeah.
on. I'm gonna flash this in before you
Yeah.
declare attackers. Tap it and tap your creature down.
Yeah. I mean,
Your biggest guy just turned into nothing.
to nothing.
And I'm gonna beat you on the backswing with it.
Now I could see taking Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah.
You
Because
know?
with the Pongify, I could see taking
And
Death
Rampant
Ray
Growth
Shaman.
wheeled.
Rampant Growth came back.
Exactly
Yeah,
as I figured
take
it would.
You're gonna need it.
Revelark.
Yeah.
I don't know why that card's undervalued.
I don't.
That card
either.
is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're reading it. That's the correct pick. It would be Revelark.
Bloodbraid Elf. Are you going to try to cast it? Shelter, Isolated Chapel. Now he's looking okay. I got Black Pip. I got another land with a Black Pip.
I'd cut the.
I think.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know that that deck is there tonight.
In my cube, that deck's always there.
Yeah.
If you look at
I
my
think
list
so.
of 1, 2, and 3 drops,
It's always there. The Boros.
Boros, Gruul, Rakdos.
The Boros.
Yeah, I mean
I'm actually surprised to see the card roll around. It wheeled.
that.
He opened it once before.
Oh, an Ember's Shield. Okay.
Yeah, an Emberth Shieldbreaker and a Kessig Prowler. Emberth Shieldbreaker is just a good card. I got to cast the second part of it during my beatdown of people
Heck yeah.
in the Kitten Cube before this.
That card's good.
Yeah.
That's what I've come to realize. There's different evaluations on cards. I value cards like Annex extremely high.
So Young Pyromancer just showed
Young
up.
Pyromancer.
So,
Was that his last pick?
That must have been his last pick.
Okay.
He must have showed it to production and not shown it to us. But
So
my top picks out of this pack are Opposition, Balance, and
that's it.
probably Rampant Growth.
I'm gonna say Opposition and Balance. I think he could have had an insane Bant Opposition deck.
I think so
Absolutely disgusting.
too. I think so
Like
too.
so good, it probably could have gone two. It could have won.
Yeah.
I think he's torn between 2 decks.
Yep.
We'll see what he does in his matchups, how his deck looks.
All right. All right, everybody. I appreciate you all watching. We'll check you guys later in the matchups. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and give us a follow on Instagram.